So Manny Pacquiao has taken over Floyd Mayweather's old gym, and this is in the heart of Hollywood. It was a partially finished ring. He was showing future placements for the bags, and I guess that's a statement.
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm Frank. I was a coach here at Mayweather Boxing Fitness Hollywood, and honestly, it's been disheartening to go through everything we've been going through. We haven't been getting paid barely. It messes with your mental health. We had to rely on a member that worked at Chick-fil-A that granted us some free Chick-fil-A cards, so we're all eating unhealthy meals to the point where we can't even go home and get some fresh fruit. We're not able to literally pay for our bills. The debt it accumulated to the point where it messed with the rivalry just got real again, because for the better part of 2 decades, the Mayweather Boxing Club in Las Vegas was not just a training facility, it was a statement.
I like to show people a lot of the behind-the-scenes footage just of my life. We opened up this location right here. It's going to be opening up real soon. LA County, Porter Ranch.
Now, one of his trainers, Colin Zizek, says fitness enthusiasts and those alike can go the distance in the ring, just like Mayweather, at the Champs Mayweather Boxing Fitness Gym located on Wilshire Boulevard. The physical brick-and-mortar proof that Floyd Mayweather was exactly who he said he was. Champions trained behind those walls, celebrities made pilgrimages to those doors, and Floyd's name, his actual name, sat above the entrance in letters large enough to see from the street. That gym was the throne room.
Major news. Manny Pacquiao now has a home gym in LA. Pacquiao Prime Box.
And now, that same gym, the one with his name still on the sign, just got purchased by the one man Floyd Mayweather has spent the last decade trying to bury. Manny Pacquiao, his arch-rival, his most bitter opponent.
I look up and I see the sign. And I caught up with one of the residents, a lady that lives nearby, and she told me this used to be Mayweather Fitness. Check it out. Manny Pacquiao wins the first round heading in to
the man he beat in the biggest boxing match in history and spent years dismissing, belittling, and refusing to ever treat as an equal. That man just bought Floyd's gym, walked in, wrote the check, and there was absolutely nothing Floyd could do about it, not a single thing.
Self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
Self-proclaimed GOAT, because he can't even claim in which part that he can claim that he's the only. He cannot claim that he's the only undefeated fighter who retired. There's a lot of fighters, at least more than 15 fighters who retired undefeated. So, but I can claim with some of those. The only 8th division and the only fighter who became a world champion in 4 decades, 4 different decades.
Yes.
Now, to understand why this hurts Floyd on a level that goes way beyond money, you have to understand what that gym actually meant to him. Because for Floyd, the Mayweather Boxing Club was never just a business. It was identity. It was legacy. When Floyd was a kid growing up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, watching his mother work, watching his father struggle, watching boxing be the only visible way out, he made himself a promise that he wouldn't just make it, he would build something with name on it, something permanent, and the gym was exactly that. It was the proof of the promise kept.
So as you guys can see right now, there's no equipment right now, but soon it's going to be filled up with equipment and a lot of people. Come check it out, LA County, Porter Ranch, in the Valley, California.
Fighters from all over the world flew into Las Vegas specifically to train at Mayweather Boxing Club. It was the destination. It was the mecca of professional boxing training. Floyd trained 5, 6, 7 hours a day in that building. He sweated on that canvas. He prepared for every major fight of his career in those halls. That gym wasn't just a business asset on a balance sheet. It was the physical embodiment of Floyd Mayweather's entire identity, and now it belongs to Manny Pacquiao.
One thing about me, I ain't got to do nothing for the rest of my life. I don't got to do it. I can sit at home, I can sit at home every week.
Usually got more than
Call that shit shape. It's late.
Over a 21-year professional boxing career, Floyd Mayweather earned an estimated $1. 2 billion. Not millions, billions, with a B. His fight against Manny Pacquiao in 2015 alone generated over $410 million in pay-per-view revenue, and Floyd personally pocketed around $250 million from that single night. One night, $250 million. His 2017 crossover fight against Conor McGregor added another $300 million to his total. Forbes named him the highest-paid athlete on the planet multiple years in a row, beating out soccer players, NBA stars, tennis icons, everyone.
Hey. This is how the champ does it. Yo, straight off the press conference we're over here at Neiman Marcus, this is how you do it, huh? Always.
Well, right now, I'm here because I got to get my grandson something. You know? Have to spend a bit.
You've been doing it like this ever since I've known you.
And you know it.
It don't stop. Look at this. Something. What I mean, grandson's super blessed. What are you getting him? Little piece or
Whatever he wants.
Whatever he wants. Look at that. This is. I'm looking at $1 million right here.
It ain't a million. That's probably like a half.
Half. Yeah.
Half.
It's definitely up there.
520.
It's definitely up there. You got your protection right here.
A little while.
That's what's up.
All right.
All right. Cool. Lucky.
He was not just rich, he was historically, embarrassingly, incomprehensibly wealthy, the kind of wealthy that should follow a person for 3 lifetimes. And somehow, here in 2026, his gym, his most prized, most personal possession, just went to the one man he could never stand to see succeed. Not because the market crashed, not because boxing went broke, because Floyd Mayweather spent the money, all of it, or close enough to all of it that it no longer matters.
Options. I got about 100 cars. But right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari, Lambo, Maybach, a Maybach, whatever you want to call it. Of course, the McLaren, the original McLaren. Bentley, Rolls, the Maybach truck or Maybach.
Here is what happened to the money. Because 1. $2 billion does not just vanish. There has to be a story. And Floyd's story is one of the most dramatic examples of financial self-destruction in the history of professional sport. One report estimated Floyd was spending upwards of $50 million a year just to maintain his lifestyle. $50 million every single year. He had a full entourage on permanent payroll. Dozens of people, security guards, assistants, trainers, yes men who never once told him no.
Is going broke based on his spending. And I remember we had Nicholas Irving on the show, and I guess he did some bodyguard work for Mayweather, and he said he's seen Mayweather spend like $500,000, $1 million a day sometimes.
On what though?
Flying private everywhere, going on massive shopping sprees, having girls all over the place that he's supporting, like having multiple mansions.
God damn.
Yo, Mayweather, have you ever seen Mayweather fly a commercial ever in life? Have you ever seen Mayweather at an airport? I have not. I've seen his security at an on a plane with me.
He owned multiple properties in Las Vegas, Beverly Hills, Miami, and New York simultaneously. He had been known to carry bags of cash directly into casinos and gamble millions in a single sitting. He owned multiple private jets at the same time. He wore watches that cost more than most people's houses. And when the big fight paydays stopped coming in, when there was no McGregor event, no mega payday keeping the cash flow alive, the $50 million a year in outgoing expenses had nowhere left to draw from. You can have $1, $2 billion come in and still end up completely underwater if you let $1, $3 billion go out. The math always wins in the end. Floyd Mayweather found that out the hard way.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money is going. Trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
wow.
And the evidence had been piling up for a long time before the gym situation ever became public. In early 2026, the Internal Revenue Service filed a $7 $3 million federal tax lien against Floyd Mayweather in Las Vegas for unpaid taxes from 2018 and 2023. 2 of his commercial real estate properties had already slipped into foreclosure within an 18-month window. His Las Vegas club was nearly seized over a $52,000 unpaid property tax bill, a building owned by the same man who made $250 million in one night out, a $54 million loan from a billionaire financier at a 9% interest rate, putting up 14 of his residential homes, his Las Vegas club, and his private jet as collateral, all cross-collateralized, meaning one missed payment could trigger a chain reaction across his entire asset portfolio. One domino, that's all it would take, and when the gym stopped generating enough revenue to cover its own costs. When the operating expenses piled up and the income dried up, that domino started to tip.
$3 million in taxes, Floyd Mayweather under investigation again for tax fraud. When I hear that, all I can think about is, here comes the next stunt. Who's he going to fight next? Who's going to be the star that he picks out that he can do a pay-per-view with, that he can get in the Netflix show with? Because one thing Floyd Mayweather knows how to do is put on a show. And he has been in tax issues. Let's say this man has had tax issues for his entire career. But one thing you got to give him is he's always been able to.
Now here is the part of this story that truly makes the whole thing sting for Floyd in a way nothing else could. Because while Floyd was scrambling with tax liens, loan collateral, and IRS deadlines, he went back to the Philippines, stayed relevant, kept his name in the conversation, built businesses, maintained his brand across Southeast Asia, and never once let the world forget who he was. His philanthropic work, his political profile, his continued presence in the sport, all of it kept Pacquiao's financial footing solid. Way Floyd's never managed to be so. When word got out that the Mayweather Boxing Club was in financial distress, when people close to Floyd's situation started talking, Pacquiao saw the opening, and he did not hesitate. He moved on the gym, the one with Floyd's name above the door, the one Floyd bled to build, and just like that the power dynamic of this entire rivalry flipped completely upside down.
Prime boxing limitless. What people know, everyone knows in LA, this is the major intersection of Hollywood and Highland. This was the Mayweather Fitness. So Manny's fighting Floyd Mayweather in September 19th at Sphere in Vegas. It's on Netflix. It's going to be a massive, massive event. And nobody's here. The gym is not open yet, obviously, but it's a big thing to put up the sign, I see. And perhaps this is Manny Pacquiao's home in Los Angeles now. The Pacquiao Prime Box.
Think about the symbolism of that moment for even 1 second. In May 2015, Floyd Mayweather stood inside the Mayweather Boxing Club. Pacquiao came up short, and Floyd made very sure the entire world knew exactly who won and who lost. 11 years later, Manny Pacquiao owns Floyd Mayweather's gym. Not because Pacquiao outboxed him in a rematch, not because the judges scored it differently, because Floyd ran out of money. And when you run out of money, you run out of choices. And when you run out of choices, even the things you built with your own hands, even the things with your own name on them, can end up belonging to someone else. Someone like Manny Pacquiao.
Right now I'm in Las Vegas with my man Nick. I'm at his place, Vegas Auto Gallery, as you guys can see. This is one of my new toys. I like to call this Miami Dolphin or Tiffany Blue, whatever you want to call it. Let's go down here and check out another new toy I just purchased. And whenever you're in the Vegas area, come check them out. So this toy right here, Toys R Us. I like to call this the Italian Stallion. Kind of remind me of Rocky Balboa. One more toy. Porsche. We like to call this one right here.
And Floyd did not take it quietly. Nobody expected him to. This is Floyd Mayweather, the man who has turned every single moment of vulnerability in his life into a public performance. When news of the gym sale broke and the internet started buzzing, Floyd went straight to social media and he came out swinging. The reaction was exactly what you would predict from him. Denial, deflection, and an enormous amount of bravado. He talked about still owning more real estate than people could count. He said Yao buying the gym changes absolutely nothing about who the greatest of all time is. The gym sale is on record. You can perform all you want on Instagram, but you cannot perform your way out of a public record. The internet found it, the journalists found it, and the people watching are no longer buying the act the way they once did.
Floyd said, Floyd left a message on one of my videos. I did a video saying the fight is happening, and Floyd said a message that's not true. There's still a lot of work to be done.
He had no way to get out of that.
He has to fight.
Yes,
Is it going to be an exhibition or is it going to be a sanctioned match?
no sanction match.
Awesome.
Because the cruelest part of this entire story, the thing that hits completely differently when you really sit with it, is how total the reversal is. In 2015, Floyd Mayweather was the untouchable one. The king, 49-0 at the time of that fight, with the biggest single-night payday in the history of boxing sitting in his account by Monday morning. Pacquiao had lost, Floyd had won. The hierarchy was settled, and Floyd walked away from that night with the money, the record, and the bragging rights fully intact. What happened over the following 11 years is not a cautionary tale about boxing. It is first the cash flow, then the real estate, then the IRS battles, then the $54 million loan, and finally, inevitably, the gym. The one thing he could never have imagined parting with. And now it's gone. And the man holding the deed is the exact person Floyd spent his career making sure the world saw as lesser.
Do you think we've got?
I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, I'm glad that I'm able to just still be able to entertain for the people, and they still get a chance to see it, just a glimpse of me.
Yeah, is it exciting to be like, this is your life for so long with Floyd fighting this guy, fighting Manny, fighting Conor, and all those, you were just at the center of all these talks for so many years. Is it exciting to be back there again and everyone talking about you and Mike and all of that stuff?
This title, Legend versus Legend. So, I mean, that speaks for itself.
Any chance that you would take a professional bout in the future after Mike, or is that off the table?
It's on it. It's on it. It's been talks. It's possible.
Okay, so not totally against that possibility.
No, not at all. Not at all. But we just don't know. But as of right now, everything is going great. I feel good. Working hard each and every day.
And that is what makes this so much more than just a financial headline, more than just a boxing story, more than a rivalry with a bitter twist ending. This is a story about what happens when a man builds his entire identity on now. The IRS has a $7.3 million lien with his name on it, the properties are going into foreclosure, the gym belongs to Manny Pacquiao, and Floyd is trying to line up comeback fights at nearly 49 years old, not because he loves the sport, not because he misses the competition, but because the bills are due and boxing is the only thing left in the world that people will pay to see him do. Floyd Money Mayweather built an empire on his name. He spent 20 years convincing the world and himself that the money would always be there. And now the one man he made his entire career out of beating just walked through the doors Floyd built with the deed to the building in his hand. And Floyd Mayweather, the man who claimed to be untouchable for 20 years, is standing on the outside with nothing left to do but watch.